Okay, this will be the last video on the checklist, the dispatch checklist. We have the monthly and end of month and as needed. It should go pretty quickly. First Friday of the month is always, it used to be called the all tech meeting and now it's the all company meeting. It starts at 6:45 and goes till about 8:30. So the technician schedules, they don't actually start servicing customers until 9. And actually, we'll go to this Friday is actually our company meeting. And we use if you go here, you have different route templates. You can put any one of them. This one is all tech meeting. Normally they're on regular routes. Someone's sick. We have a lot of different templates you can choose, but everyone should be on this one for today. Audit commercial pricing. Technicians will help you with this also. If you notice that a technician is spending 3 to 4 hours at a job and the technician and the production is like $100, $150, clearly it's not bid correctly. Now, if that's a one-off, normally it takes us an hour to do the job, and somehow this time it's taking us 2.5 hours. I would let Nick know, just so he's aware, but keep an eye on that kind of stuff. And you can kind of see that. You'll be able to peruse it because you'll see how long techs are at jobs, especially when they're falling behind. If we've only allotted for them to be there for like an hour, hour and a half, and they're there for 2.5 hours, they're obviously going to fall behind. And you'll have to have another technician go and help. And then you kind of get an idea for your customers and the jobs as you schedule them over and over. So, and you can just bring those items up to Nick. Review the routing sheet for tech and zip codes assigned. I think I meant review routing sheet. I can't remember what I meant by that. I think what I meant was to go to the specialty sheet and kind of keep an eye. I know I just had to add a zip. Oh, I added this zip code 64166. The door knockers went into Kearney, and so, or Kearney, sorry, you guys call it Kearney. We call it Kearney in San Diego. So now I added this code to Kent. But keep an eye on this. If you notice that some zip codes we're no longer using, then I will remove them. If you notice that some zip codes have an excessive amount of jobs, and that we're very dense, then let me know, and I might have to split some zones and say, especially like Billy's zone, he has the tightest route. So I may have to split and give Billy this area and then give this to someone else. But that's what I meant by that. I may change the wording. Review routing sheet. I think I meant the specialty sheet. Review daily routes and make sure all jobs are completed or no-showed. Again, you do that every day. So if you keep doing it on a daily and weekly basis, you won't even have to worry about the monthly. Build routes 2 to 4 months in advance. What I mean by that is right now we're kind of at 4 to 6 months, which is great. But what you want to do is you go to I'm sorry, scheduling. Route builder. And you build these routes out. I'll actually do another video on this because it actually, once you build out a route, you can copy it for the rest of the month. Like if you have the same Monday through Friday, just build them all. Saturdays obviously is a different. You could also look here and see if there's anything that's booked on a Sunday. If it is, then you just remove it. But that's what I mean by that. Again, I'll show you details of that in a different video. But you can do this, like say, there we go. Let's try August. I like to just go 08, 01, 2026, 8, 31. Oops, not 36. Apply, refresh. Yep, looks like August has been built out. So, yeah, we're doing good. Let's keep up the good work on that. After routes are created, adjust the correct routing template for tech. What I mean by that is you go here, Monday. Ethan doesn't work Mondays, so he should have the Monday off. Kent should have the Monday off. So when you're building these routes, you need to go back and save so that something doesn't get accidentally booked on a technician that's not working. It takes forever to think. So on, say on Friday, the first Friday of the month, Friday 8/7, you go here and do all tech meeting. Go here and go all the way down. It's so much easier doing it here than it is in the schedule because they're all right here. You change them all, and then after you make all your changes, you can save. And then, oh, we can remove him. Delete route. You can also go here and delete stuff. Let's see, delete route. I'm not going to delete them all. I'm just going to delete a few of them just to show you what to do. And I don't see him up here. So then I just hit save routes. That's saving. I'll go back to here. So that's what I mean by this. This is extremely important. Once you create and build the routes, you need to go in and do that for the entire month. Make sure that Kent and Ethan are off on Mondays. Darren is off on Tuesdays. The first Friday of the month is the all company meeting. You'll want to, the third Friday of the month is the technician training. So you'll want to make sure that they have that blocked off. Vehicle checks, I believe, are the second week. And the graboids are like on a Tuesday. Murder hornets are on a Wednesday. I don't know the schedule, but whatever the schedule is needs to be done. The sooner you do this piece, the better. Because a lot of times we're trying to book vacations for technicians. They're asking for time off. And if the schedules are built out at least 4 months in advance, it makes it easier for the leaders. The end of the month again, make sure you're built out at least 4. I put 2 to 4, but I think I want to change this 3 to 4, but I'll do it in a little bit. Maybe I'll just do it now. Okay, and then what did I do? I'm not sure what I did. Oops. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm clicking the wrong key on accident. Where's my delete? Yeah. There you go. And audit follow-up tickets again. I am having Jonah work on a report to help with this as well. And I'll show you that at a later time. As needed, look for zip code outliers. You know, like that one that we saw today. It was thankfully it was a training ticket on Darwin, but it was way out in deep Missouri or wherever it was. And we will either need to increase pricing on those jobs or just let the client know that they're not in our service area. Review and audit pricing and pricing by duration. Again, that most likely will be something you would work with Nick on. And again, you're in the schedule every day. You see what's going on. You know how long it's taking these technicians to do certain jobs. When you see that the production is only $150 and they're there for 2.5 hours consistently, then you know to go to Nick and say, hey, I think there's a problem. You may want to reprice this or something. Oh, if we have holidays, we have to send out emails. We notify the CSR. So like we just had Memorial Day. We're having 4th of July in July. So what we would want to do is go to project item. 4th of July's holiday. So it's already been done. Mitch said we are working the 3rd. So what'll happen is the technicians will get paid for 6 days. Unless they decide to take, say, the 2nd or the 3rd off. Then we'll do a holiday for that. And then but we need to make sure. So then what we would do is any jobs, like right now, we don't have any except for on this one. Let's go to the 4th of July and go to the unassigned tech. Oh, I thought it said 1. Maybe it lied. Just continue to make sure that none of the jobs show up at the end as overbooked. If they are, then if it's a residential, it's easy to move and change. If it's a commercial, obviously, we just make the call to the client and say, hey, and actually Nick would do it for the commercial clients. CSRs will do it for the residential, unless Nick is backed up, and then the CSRs actually will do it for the commercial as well. Just call and say, hey, 4th of July, you're scheduled for service on July 4th. However, we're not working that day. What day works for you? Auditing door-to-door sales. I have created a separate sheet for this. It's in Trainual. I need to adjust it because I went over. Tyler came in today and we adjusted a few things. So I will be adjusting that and I will make a new video for that. And audit subscriptions and pricing. Again, same kind of thing. Just making sure that you don't see a happy home. We're charging like $29 a month. Also, if you see an account, you happen to be in a customer account. Let's try this Cooper person. and you go to the invoices and you see that, say they didn't get charged for May, then you can add the payment and try and charge it, or ask Manny or Ryan to get that done. But it's really easy if you need to do it. But always get AR involved whenever you're doing something to do with payments. And that is, yep, that's it so far. Again, this is a living document, so it will probably change over time. And as it does, I will make changes to this sheet, and then I will make changes to the videos and the training that I create. If you have any questions, let me know.